Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Tara Johnson,
I, Tara Johnson,
have been elected to the office
have been elected to the office
of State Representative
of State Representative
for Wisconsin's
for Wisconsin's
96th Assembly District.
96th Assembly.
Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
Swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and the Constitution of the State of Wisconsin,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of said office
the duties of said office
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God. Thank you, Justice Karofsky. Thank you all for being here. It is so important that we are celebrating this together in this place, right?
Yes.
It was very intentional that we chose Viroqua to hold this celebration, to be in district and acknowledge the work that you all have done, to acknowledge the support and the hard drive that you all have been committing to winning this seat for a very, very, very long time. So this is, yes, I am thrilled. I am happy to have the pin to be a representative in the 107th Assembly in the state of Wisconsin, but this is our celebration. This is our recognition and affirmation that all of the work that we did together paid off, and we now have voice in Madison that reflects and shares our values. That's what this celebration is. Last thing I want to say before Wade kicks us off on toasting is we got here together. And I know, I'm learning what my job is, as I have now spent almost a week in the assembly. The job that I have to do counts on you also. It wasn't, honestly, enough just to get me here. I need for you to be holding me accountable. I need for you to be asking the right questions and pushing on the issues and talking about special education funding. I'm looking at you, Steve Michaels, and holding me accountable, because this, I 100% believe that this is our seat. I happen to be sitting in it and wearing the pin, but I am counting on you to keep me on focus, on task, on mission, on our values as I go about that work. So please make sure that you are staying with me. We got across one big finish line in the November cycle, but I am counting on all of you to hold me accountable for the work that is yet to do. I'm thrilled to have been assigned to the Health Committee and to the Ag Committee, which are the two most perfect committees for this district, for the 96th, for my background. So I am thrilled and looking forward to that work on health and ag. And again, ask you all to make sure that you are keeping me honest in this work that I am about to do.
Today, I am overwrought with joy at today, because today we get to swear in Tara Johnson. The first Democrat to represent Vernon County in the Assembly in 70 years. You're not here for me. I'm not going to talk for a second, but I do want to. But I do want to say that today really is a triumph of hard work of dozens and dozens and dozens of people. And weirdly, that hard work starts with Tara, and it starts decades ago. Tara Johnson has been working years and years and years, not only as a public official herself, where she has been president of the La Crosse County Board of Supervisors, where she's done other amazing things. But behind the scenes, there is no harder worker to getting Democrats and progressives elected in this area than Tara Johnson. Helped us with another Supreme Court justice. And then Tara Johnson helped us with Judge Protasevich. The 10 years of hard work of Tara Johnson and many other people to elect progressives locally, at the state level, to the Supreme Court of Wisconsin, came to a culmination when we elected Protasevich, and the Wisconsin Supreme Court said these gerrymandered maps are unfair, they are wrong, and we redrew them. And when we redrew them, Tara Johnson had a shot at winning.
I appreciate you all so much for being here today, and I know that we have been talking about the significance of electing a Democrat to this district for the first time in forever. And I would be lying if I didn't say that I was really happy about that particular aspect, the history we're making, the overturning of that precedent, etc. However, the reason I'm most excited about Tara being elected to this seat is not because she's a Democrat. We had a strategy session yesterday out at my place with a bunch of local activists, and we talked about how we don't work so damn hard to elect Democrats just to put points on the scoreboard, right? It's not just our team's better than the other team. We don't exist in opposition to. We exist and we work because of the things we hope to accomplish, because of the values that we hold and the people we hope to serve. And Tara, more than anybody I have met in recent memory, embodies that ethos and those values. And for that reason, I am so excited to have her in the state assembly, because I know that regardless of your background, regardless of who you cast your vote for, she will work her tail off for you and for us in this district. And so I just think that is public service, and she has modeled that for decades, and she will continue to do so for us in the state assembly. And so I hope you would join me in raising a glass and toast Tara, not just the Democrat, but the public servant. Cheers.
It's a lovely day. I'm so thrilled to be in Viroqua, in the heart of the new 96th Assembly District, celebrating with family and friends. A really, really monumental election. So I'm feeling great. It's a lovely day in the 96th. Yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing is really getting to work, right? Like, there's this long, hard-fought campaign cycle, and then there's a bit of a lull, and now we get to work, and I'm excited about my committee assignments, both the Health Committee and the Agriculture Committee, and really helping constituents address issues and respond to those concerns. So there's a lot of work to do, and I'm really kind of looking forward to all of it. Well, I think first and foremost is to make sure that we are establishing a connection with the residents of the 96th and making sure that they feel like there is a representative in Madison who is responsive to their concerns, who is, answering phone calls, helping them navigate systems in the state that they might need help with. But there's a long list of work to be done also. I think there is, in the education field, there is a ton of work that needs to be done to address really the state's negligence in terms of funding public education in our state for many, many years, specifically funding for special education programs throughout school districts in the 96th and the whole state of Wisconsin. There is desperate need for funding from the state, and so I will be advocating for that. I think there's a lot of work to do around economic issues for Wisconsinites. Affordable child care, affordable housing, affordable health care. So really kind of a long list of things to get at once we get to work in Madison. They have been great mentors. Folks may not know that Representative Doyle, Representative Billings, and I all served on the La Crosse County Board for many years. And so I feel like the band is back together, maybe. And they are really doing a great job of being mentors to me and helping me understand what to expect. I have a lot to learn. I have said many times I feel like I'm drinking from a fire hose right now, just taking in all the information and kind of getting my bearings, but we have great staff and great mentors helping me with that process. So Viroqua is an amazing community. It really is in the heart of this new 96th Assembly District. So as you heard Justice Karofsky say, fair maps made this election possible. So the 96th District is pretty much all of Vernon County. So Viroqua is the county seat of Vernon County. But the 96th is also a significant portion of La Crosse County, the southern tier of the city of La Crosse, town of Shelby, town of Greenfield. And the folks in La Crosse County have had Democrats representing them for a long time. Jill Billings held that seat, and when the maps were, the old maps, the part that I represent now of the city of La Crosse was represented by Representative Billings. So they've had a Democrat in office. The town of Greenfield, town of Shelby, those were represented by Representative Steve Doyle in the past before the maps changed. But Vernon County, this part of the new 96th, has really had a long track record of being represented by Republicans. And I think it was important today to be in Viroqua, to be in the heart of Vernon County, to celebrate that this seat belongs to all of the people in the new 96th Assembly District. And it's a great town. It's a great place. For me, it's a little disconcerting already that even though Democrats picked up 10 additional seats in the Assembly, the leadership, Robin Voss as Speaker of the Assembly, decided to not add any additional seats onto committees for Democrats. And in fact, he took a couple of them away. So what would, I think, most people's logic be is that the number of seats on committees be proportionate to the number of seats held by each party in the larger chamber is not the case. So that's disconcerting, right? It kind of gets us off to a bit of a rocky start. We had a vote on the schedule for the session, and that session calendar that was presented by the Speaker and approved by a majority of the Assembly, the Republicans in the Assembly, is a pretty light schedule. It is not a very ambitious session calendar at all. And that's disconcerting to me. So hopefully we will be able to work through some of these difficult times, differences of opinion, and really prove to the voters of Wisconsin, prove to the Republicans that we have work to do, that we can do that work together. I'm optimistic about it. It's just I think we've gotten off to a bit of a bumpy start.